Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Today I'm joined by the wonderful Nancy, and we're going to
Hi.
get to know her today. How are you today?
I'm all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you fine.
nice.
All good, all good.
I'm all right. A bit overwhelmed because a lot of things going on, but nice things. So, yeah.
Yeah,
How are you?
it's exciting times. Yeah, I'm really good. Really happy to have you here and looking forward to having a chat and
Yeah.
getting to know you a bit better.
Yeah.
So, for anyone who's not aware, who is Nancy?
It's me. Nancy, it's me. Actually, my name is Anastasia, my full name. But I decided to introduce myself as Nancy here and for my foreign friends and just for foreign people because it's just easier to pronounce. Because every time I was Anastasia, I was also Anastasia, Anastasia, and so I don't know that girl, so I decided to be Nancy. And yeah, it's me. I'm 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 a human being living this life and doing music and trying to be a better person every day.
Nice. And what's the whole thing with the double N?
That's a funny story because I was just Nancy first, but then when I released my first track, my distributor they kind of said that you have to change it immediately because we have other artists Nancy somewhere in India, and so you really have to change it because we're gonna block you if you won't do it in like 24 hours, something like that. And so I was so stressed because I didn't know what to come up with. I was just like, Nancy, Nancy. And so I decided to be NNC. I was just like, okay, let it be just NNC. And so I guess, I don't know, some days I kind of hate it. I don't know why. But sometimes I'm like, maybe it's even cool. You can think about double N at the beginning as like a brand or something in the future. So I don't know. But yeah, so it's just an N now.
It's funny because whenever I sort of tell people about your music, I'm like, oh, it's Nancy with two N's. But then actually, there's three N's because you've got the third
Oh,
one
yeah.
down the line. It's
Nancy
like
with
Nancy
three
always
N's.
has two
And
N's.
then Nancy. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. What have you been up to recently?
I'm studying right now in uni and trying to pursue music and working on that. Also trying to work on my mental state and, living this life as a 22-year-old person, just exploring life.
Yeah, it's tricky. How are you finding the course? What is it that you're studying?
I'm studying music business and songwriting. And I love it. I love that we have that combination of something creative and also the business part of the industry. And yeah, my goal was when I first decided to go to uni, I wanted to be more aware of business side of music, just to be my own boss. I like it so far so much, and I also really love people there because students they're really talented and community, and I guess it's probably the main part of BIM. You also was studying in BIM, right?
Yeah, I did music journalism there a few years back in the Bristol one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the community is, I guess, the one of the most important parts there. I really love when I go there, and there's just this atmosphere of creation and inspiration, and everyone's playing, and we can sit in the dining room. Is it a dining room, like where
Common
people eat?
room?
Where people eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we sit there, a lot of people just sing, and I feel like I'm in a movie or like a musical somewhere. But I love it. I love it so much.
How would you say that moving to London to study has impacted your own artistry? Because, the recent music you've been putting out, definitely there's a little bit more of a positive side to it. I mean, like Ride With Me, for example, is quite a sexy track.
Oh
It's not
yeah.
it's not one of your emotional ones.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely not. When I first wrote this track, I wasn't really sure if I wanna release it or not. I mean, I really loved it. I wasn't sure if I wanna pursue this as a musician, this type of lyricism and vibe. But at the same time, I was like, why not? Because it's something totally different, but I still do love it. I mean, I'm still in the position where I try to find my sound and my style and what I'm talking about, what message I wanna put in my music. I mean, definitely it's something about like human beings, our struggles, and not only struggles, our also like highs and lows, and just what it feels like to be human. And um, when I wrote "Ride with Me," I was like, okay, but this track it makes me confident.
Mm.
So maybe I can also help someone to feel confident. So That's how I was like, no, okay. If I'm gonna think about it like that, then it's all right. then I
Yeah.
then I have to upload it. But no, I really love, yeah, Ride With Me. It's something really new for me and different, but why not? I mean, I'm still trying to find myself in music and how I want to sound, and so yeah, I'm just experiencing, and I love this track.
And I think that like with your music, there is sort of a bit of a sort of dichotomy between, there's the tracks like Murder on My Mind, like Ride With Me, and like Creep that are kind of
Mm-hmm.
more electronic feeling,
Yeah.
quite sort of bassy. And then you have your more acoustic tracks like I'm Tired and People Are Strange. And how do you feel that this sort of different styles, does that sort of represent a dichotomy that you feel as an artist yourself?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm still trying to find my niche. And some days I think that I don't really have to. But at the same time, I myself just want to feel more and see more like clearly what I'm trying to do with my music. I can definitely say that I really love People Are Strange, and I love that the type of music, and I really love like a lot of instruments in there and guitars, and also I really loved it strings in my music. I love it, but at the same time, sometimes I have a mood to create something like, yeah, like Creep. I'm trying to find this. I don't know how to say it in English. Like in Russia, we have this saying golden middle, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So I'm trying to find this golden middle where if I do track like Creep, if it sounds like Creep, a lot of like electronic stuff in there, I'm still wanna kind of put a message in that. And so, yeah, it's not how it was with Ride With Me. But still, like the message, like, please take a ride with me, let's go and poke. Yeah, but still trying to find this golden middle, like I said, in my music, in my lyrics, still meaningful.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And on the day we're actually recording this, we've just released a track, haven't we? Murder on My
Yes.
Mind. Super excited about that. I'm really, really excited to see how the world takes onto it. Can you tell me a little bit more about the inspiration behind it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, I wrote this song in my room with my piano, and I so funny with my English. I wrote a lyric where I said, uh, "You showed me all the bad parts while kissing my scars." And then I was like, "What does it mean? What that actually means?" And so I kind of stopped writing the song because I wasn't really sure where I'm going with that. But then after a while, I was like, "Oh, you show me all the good parts while kissing my scars." So like you were showing me all this fantasy, you know, this perfect image of you. You show me all the good parts of love, uh, while kissing my scars, like while trying to heal me and my scars, only to find out you are the same. And so it kind of this lyric I was stuck with kind of built the whole song and the whole meaning of that. And I just knew that I wanted to do something really creative with that. And I just knew that I want to blend genres there.
I love the track. I love how it kind of like starts off really slow and sort
Yeah.
of like atmospheric, and
Uh-huh.
then as it builds, and I like the fact that as you've released it in the sort of two parts, because it does almost feel like
Yeah.
two separate tracks, but put
Yes.
together still works
Mm-hmm.
perfectly well as one track. But there's definitely these two very distinct
Mm-hmm.
elements of it, and I think it's a really, really great track. It kind of
Thank
brings
you.
me on to asking like what sort of influences are you pulling from when you're creating music that is so varied? Like, where does this come from in your own sort of musical taste?
Hmm. I kind of listen to everything. Everything. I really love rock. I really love Red Hot Chili Peppers. I really love Scorpions. A lot of people don't know Scorpions here. Do you know Scorpions?
I don't know Scorpions.
No, Dylan, no. It's a wrong answer.
They're quite
People
big in
people
Russia.
don't. Yes. I mean, but I thought they're big everywhere, you know? And I was sitting in class, in my songwriting class, and we were also discussing like songs, our favorite songs. And I love Scorpions so much. 11 You, it's just I was sitting in class and I was like, yeah, I love this Scorpions, like Still Loving You. It's my favorite song of all time. And everyone was like, what? What? Scorpions? Oh, I couldn't believe it. And then teacher came in. Can you imagine they don't know Scorpions? And he's like, what? I love them so much, like I said, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I also love Sting. I also really love Billy Joel. I love his lyricism. It's amazing. And I also try to draw inspiration from his music and his lyricism because he's genius in that. But also at the same time, I really love nowadays musicians like Billie Eilish. I'm a big fan of her. Oh my God. Lana, of course. And I really love Artemis.
So talk a little bit about sort of the creative process you have, because I know that you work quite closely with your producer, Roman Voloznev. Am I pronouncing that right?
Volosnev, yeah.
And what's it like when you two are working together in the studio?
Oh, it's just magic happens. No, really, I love him so much. He is a huge inspiration for me. He's so talented. He's so creative. He can play any instrument you can ask and you can come up with. I think he can play any instrument and he has such a beautiful voice and he also does the production so well and he also write music for films in Russia. Like he's so talented and I love him so much. And it's really also inspiring to be around him while we are working together because he just knows what I want and we are also really I guess similar when it comes to music and creation music. I just wanna spend time with him in the studio every day, every hour of my life. I just love it so much. Yes, I'm really grateful that I have him.
Well, big up Roman. He's been making some great tracks with you.
Yeah, Roma, thank you. But
Um,
he doesn't know English, so Roma, I'm sorry. That's also the problem. I mean, when I write lyrics, I write all by myself, and I would love it so much if he could help me with that because I'm sure he would be also amazing with like lyricism, but he can't really. So, but I'm gonna translate my love to him.
and, has there ever been like a time in the studio when you've been working together and you've had like an initial idea for the track in your head, and then when you've taken it to him and you've sort of gone in the studio and worked your magic together and it's come out sounding completely different from what you first imagined?
Hmm. No, not really, because usually when I come up with ideas, I can hear it clearly in my head how I want it to sound, and usually Roma just goes into that, and he kind of catch the vibe and does
Mm.
it like 100% like I want it. But I would say with Murder in my mind, when I was playing him this on the piano, and then I stopped for a second and started playing it like different, so different. He said, "No, can you go again?" Because like I'm a bit confused. I was like, "No, Brahma, that's the point. You have to be confused. I want this track to be like that. I want this to be so creative. I want us to go to EDM at the end." He was like, "Are you crazy?" What? I was like, "Yeah, no, let's just try." And so he was like, okay, maybe I feel it. Then we sat near a computer and started mm, searching for right sounds and right samples and everything. And he kind of, with a joke in his mind, he kind of threw in our project the sound that he found, just a totally different sound. Like we already built the first part of the track, kind of, like a demo version of it. And then he took the sound that he found, just put it in the project just as a joke. He was like, "Oh, is it enough difference? Like how you wanted to, like as a joke?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love it, Roma, I love it. Yeah, let's continue. I love how it sounds." And he was like, "Okay, maybe I love it too." So it was kind of as a joke at the beginning, but I definitely wanted this to sound like that. Yeah.
Nice, and it ended up turning out really well. Now, for the last bit of this, I kind of wanted to do something a little bit fun. And since you're now living in London and obviously grew up over in Moscow, I wanted to see what you think about some quintessentially British things. So, going to list a few different things here, and then for each one of them, I want you to say whether you think they're underrated or overrated.
Okay.
Sound good? So pubs. Let's start off with a classic.
Ooh, I love pubs so much. A lot of people don't really like them, even here, because it's like loud or something. But I really do love it. I think it's a really cultural thing here, and I love it so much. I every time I go near any bars, pubs, and I see people like drinking beer with their coworkers. I'm just like, oh, so sweet. I don't know. For me, it's just sweet. Maybe for them, it's just, yeah, it's another Wednesday. But for me, I'm just like, oh.
Camera cut out right at the end of the last bit, so we're just re-recording.
The interesting part, like before that, it was just like me yapping about it. But
Let's
overrated, underrated.
get back to the fun bit. Right.
Yeah.
Fish and chips. Overrated or underrated?
Oh, fish and
I
chips.
wonder what you're gonna say.
Oh my god, I don't know. I'm gonna pretend that I never said that. Is it that popular?
I'd say so. I think fish and chips is quite a sort of like maybe more if you're going to sort of like places like Brighton and like seaside towns.
Yeah.
But I think it's a pretty classically British meal. I mean, it's that or like things like roast dinners. You know, that's
Mhm.
sort of like the British
Yeah.
diet, beige food basically.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Meat
yeah.
and two veg.
But I never actually tried good fish and chips and beer.
Mm.
Is it
Yeah,
is it like a good combination?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the times the batter that they fry the fish in is like beer batter.
Okay.
Yeah. On to the next one.
Yep.
This is one that I know that you've got a lot of experience with.
Which one?
The tube.
Oh, the tube. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the tube. I'm kind of already used to the tube, to tube. Because when I just first moved here, I was so lost when I had to just switch platforms or go to another line. I ended up on streets and I was like, what the hell? I have to be inside. I have to be underground somewhere. So I kind of hated it at first. Uh, right now, I would say I'm more fluent with that. How to say it? Like I'm more okay with tube for now. But I hate every time it's stuck somewhere between two stations and you just sit there without connection. Like yesterday, I was stuck for 20 minutes there in the tube. Just it was just horrible. But at the same time, it's okay. I mean, I don't really hate it anymore. I'm just come to terms that that's how it is, and it's okay. But the thing that I hate about tubes, oh my god, we talk about tubes so long, but but the thing that I hate about tubes here, you guys have those seats, like not the leather seats, but the how to say it, like it's from
Like
the
the felt.
material. Yes.
Yeah.
Why? It's so dirty. Like it's so dirty, and I bet no one cleans it. Like never. And I cannot really see because like in Russia we have like this not like real leather, but like leather seats. And so it just looks more clean. It's just, it's something for me. Like I don't know why it's so strange, but I hate this about you that you guys have this type of seats there. But otherwise, it's other ways. Okay, then it's all right. I
Well,
mean, but I would still say underrated. Okay, we can go to the next question. I'm so into tubes here.
well, there was a problem, wasn't there, in the tubes?
Love and hate relationship with you.
They did have a problem on the tubes a few months back with
Mm.
the was it bed lice or something like that? Oh,
It
was
was in
it bed lice?
Paris. Was it here
I think
too?
there was some in London as well.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
not good. But on to the next one. This is one I'm sure you'll find quite interesting. Queuing.
Queuing. To be honest, I don't know about queuing much, but we had a conversation, so I guess that's because I cannot really see them and I just cut the line every time, so that's why I don't know about them. So I'm not really aware about queuing, to be honest, here. So it was something so new for me when you said queuing. I was just like, queuing? What's queuing? So I guess I'm just cutting the lines, and I was rude all this time.
You've
So
definitely got a few dirty looks
sorry,
from that.
probably yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, sorry everyone.
But we're way too polite to say anything. We'll
Yeah,
just give you a dirty look and
yeah,
probably be cussing you out under
Oh
our
my
breath.
god. Oh my god. It's definitely. Yeah.
What about talking about the weather?
Oh, talking about the weather. I mean, it's it's not that bad. I mean, I love small talks here because it's again something new for me, and I guess on one hand, it's not that bad because like you can start a conversation with a person, and it can lead you to a new connection or something. So that's all right. But on the other hand, people say if you talk about the weather, then you have nothing else to talk about. But with small talks, I don't think that it's working like that. I guess it's all right. But yeah, I love talking to people, and even though if it's about the weather, I'm all right. If it's not like the third time in a day. So it's all right.
So underrated, overrated?
Um, I would say underrated then.
Underrated.
Yeah.
What about tea?
Tea. Yeah, again, what kind of tea? I love any tea. If you have some, please. Um, I would say that I overrated. I would say then. I don't know.
Overrated.
I mean, I love tea. I hate black tea. I love black tea if it's with a crazy amount of sugar and lemon. Then I love black tea when you cannot really taste that black tea. But I love green tea. But you're talking about the other things. You're talking about like breakfast teas or something like that, like a
Yeah.
ritual or something. Yeah, like a morning coffee, but like a morning tea. You're talking about that.
Yeah, well, I think like breakfast tea is generally like a type of tea, like when you get the tea bags.
Yeah.
Like generally, I don't know, like a PG tips. I'm not really a tea drinker, so it's actually hard for me to sort of
What
like
do you drink?
coffee probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I drink more matcha. So
yeah,
I don't
matcha's
know.
good.
I mean, I love tea when it's like green tea, but here and there, I don't know. I do love tea. Yeah. So I would say still overrated because just a bit too much tea.
I'd rather have a matcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. And then for the last one, what about saying sorry?
Oh, saying sorry. I love it. I love it so much because in Russia we're not like that. And if you go somewhere and someone will step on your feet or something, they will just go. They won't stop and say sorry or something. Not all the people, not every time, but mostly, usually. No one really cares. But I'm a different person. I'm always saying like thank you and sorry all the time and a lot. So when I was in Japan, it was kind of awkward at some point because people there they're so like every time they're really thankful there for everything because they're so polite. And so we were standing there being like, thank you, yes, thank you. Oh my God, no, thank you, yes, thank you. Oh my God, bye bye, thank you. So I like it here, to be honest. And but sometimes it's ridiculous, but I'm already got used to it. When you, for example, go upstairs or something, like going downstairs and people just trying to wait for you, even though you can fit like both, you still like just stand somewhere,
I think
not
that
not to
comes
bother
from
you.
I think it's like an old wives' tale. Maybe it's not an English thing, but it's bad luck to cross someone on the stairs. Is that something that you have like?
No, that's why they were all standing there. I thought
Yeah,
they were just polite.
yeah, bad luck. I don't know,
That's
maybe
probably why.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you can kind of understand it a bit, can't you? Because it's like potentially if you walking past people on the stairs, there's not much room. We might knock someone down the stairs, and then that's definitely unlucky.
Yeah,
You don't want to be
yeah,
falling down the stairs.
yeah. We have this. Just an interesting thing. We have this with salt in Russia. You cannot, if someone will ask for salt on the table, you cannot really pass it with your hand. You have to put it down, and then other person have to grab
Mm,
it. And it says if like you will do that, they're gonna be a quarrel. Like
mm.
you're gonna have a fight. And so that's why people don't do that. But again, like it takes back in time when it was super expensive. So that's why if someone will like give it to you and you will,
Spill it.
spit it, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be a fight. So that's why right now a lot of people like believe in that and they do that.
You don't have the thing. We've got a funny one with salt as well. Where if you've got salt and then you've got too much salt, you have to throw it over your left shoulder.
Oh no!
Yeah, you can't just like put it away or put it in the bin or whatever. It goes over the left shoulder.
Oh, it's interesting. Why?
I don't know for that one to be honest. Just something that my mum told me. I think
Oh my god!
I'm not really sure.
We have a lot of things with salt. I mean, in Russia again, we have it. If someone over salted your food,
Yeah.
is it correct to say? Yeah, like
Yeah.
over salted your food, it means they are in love.
Really?
I guess it's again like if you think about it, maybe like they think about their lovers, and so that's why they put a lot of salt in it. So a lot of people say like, "Oh, are you in love with someone? It's so salty," like that. Yeah.
Who would have thought that we'd be talking about salt? But,
Yep.
That brings me to the end of the questions.
Yeah.
For the second time.
Yes, for the second time.
But thanks
Bye,
so
Dylan.
much.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for taking
We
the
were
time to
talking
chat.
about soup and salt much more than about my music, but I love it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's really, really enjoyable for people to watch.
Yeah, probably. They're gonna be like, yeah, skip. We're like talking about mental health. What the hell? I want to hear about salt.
But thanks so much for watching, everyone. Really, really enjoyed the conversation.
Is it recording, Dylan? Check it.
It's still recording.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Hopefully, next time we do something like this, it'll be a little bit more professional.
Yeah, if you'd see it, like it's standing there, like Dylan's suitcase just standing on the table, just minding its own business, you know.
Well, next time we'll have a tripod.
Yes, maybe we have to think about it next time, probably. But it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Gets the point across, and
Yeah.
I hope that this has been a great opportunity for people to get to know you a little bit better. And if you are listening to this, I recommend you go and check out all of Nancy's tunes on Spotify, particularly Murder on My Mind, since it's just come out. And you're going to really enjoy it because they're all brilliant.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you. Thank you
Cool.
so much. Thank you for having me. Oh my God. Thank you, Dylan. Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you. And sorry.